GreenBiz Senior Editor Lorraine Akiba here in downtown Honolulu at VERGE Hawaii. Joining me now is Hawaii Public Utilities Commissioner Lorraine Akiba. How's it going, Lorraine?
Great. Aloha. Welcome to Hawaii. And thank you for
so
bringing
much.
the VERGE conference experience to all of our industry stakeholders who are here today.
Yeah, I've got to say, pretty good scenery, but also you guys are such an interesting case study in that you have this state framework in existence already targeting that 100% renewable power by 2045. So I'm curious, from the PUC Commission, what are some of the things that are top of mind right now in terms of policy and seeing this through to implementation?
Yeah, I think what's important is, and along with other states, we are at the forefront of change. And the Hawaii Public Utilities Commission, through its orders as far back as April 2014, we issued 4 seminal orders that really set the framework for achieving the 100% renewable portfolio standards. At the time that we issued those orders, we actually were in a lesser portfolio standard, but now that we are 100% renewable, it makes sense. The framework is there for our utilities in Hawaii to achieve that goal and to transform themselves to become utilities of the future in a very highly renewable energy resource grid and an integrated grid of the future that builds on all the distribution technology, tools, and the distributed energy resources that we have in a balanced portfolio, and keeps customers as part of key stakeholders in that effort to reach the 100% renewable goal.
Yeah, you mentioned customers at the end there. There are a lot of variables in play here. You've got the economics, sort of ensuring equity, not just people who have a single family home with rooftop solar. How do you think about sort of tying these threads together?
Yeah, well, customers are the key stakeholders in all of this. I mean, utilities and industry stakeholders are obviously, going to be responsible for implementation, but customers are key. And with the Internet of Things and all the technology tools that are available to customers, they really are empowered. And so they need to be included as prosumers to make choices, and everybody. And even if that means that you're in a multifamily dwelling unit, as we talked about, we have a community renewables tariff that's been authorized by the legislature, and we're currently taking comments on that in an open docket, as well as our power supply improvement dockets and our demand response dockets, to make sure that we use all these tools. Energy efficiency, demand response, energy storage systems, including electric vehicles, are all tools in the toolkit of generation resources to help achieve the 100% renewable goal.
And that was exactly one of the things I wanted to delve into, sort of all the different emerging technologies in play here. We've heard a ton about storage this week. EVs also seem to be a little bit of a tipping point potentially. Again, from the PUC Commission, how do you think about evaluating some of these new technologies and then sort of seeing how they could fit into the work you're already doing?
Well, I think our work as regulators is really to set up the right rates and so that the market can be sustainable and the market forces can develop and continue to use demand response as generation resources. So it's setting the right rates. So we're looking at time of use rates and separately demand response rates, which time of use rates really only address load control and load shifting. But demand response is much more surgical in terms of really with the input from all the stakeholders, providing it as a tool to really help integrate more renewables and to provide ancillary services to the grid, voltage regulation, capacity, those kinds of things that demand response can help with all these new technologies and energy storage, technology that's available. It's great to see. It's almost like Silicon Valley meets, the best in the energy utility world. You see distribution technology, information and control systems that are now available to utilities to use all the data analytics to also empower the customers, because there's a lot of software programs now. We get smart homes, smart buildings, smartphones that customers can use to help the utility manage the grid, and also the utility can help customers manage their energy. So it's a good synergy, and that's really kind of the evolution for utilities of the future, to be the consultant and the conductor of all things energy, but to be a trusted advisor to the customer in terms of helping them make decisions to manage their energy usage.
And before we leave it, I heard a slogan you were talking about before, 4 R's, that you think will be key?
Well, Hawaii's been known, I think maybe it was one of my speeches about the postcards from the future, but I think what I want Hawaii to now, people think about what we're trying to accomplish here with the 100% renewable goal is it's all about the 4 R's: renewable energy, on a reliable grid within a reasonable time frame and at reasonable rates to our customers. And that's pretty much summarizes it. And if you think about the 4 R's, we'll get there.
All right, 4 R's to watch. You heard it here. That's all from Lorraine Akiba, Hawaii's Public Utility Commissioner. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.